Have you ever felt like life suddenly turned against you? Like you woke up one morning and everything you trusted, your job, your health, your peace, just slipped away? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. The story of Job in the Bible reminds us that even in the deepest pain, faith still works, even when life feels unfair. Before the pain, Job had everything. He was wealthy, respected, and surrounded by love. He feared God, and God blessed him greatly. But one day, heaven allowed a test, a storm that shakes Job's entire world. In just a short time, Job lost everything. Can you imagine standing in his shoes? Hearing one heartbreaking message after another, each one heavier than the last, one that can make you too weak to even cry. Most of us would give up right there, but Job didn't. Instead, he tore his robe in grief, fell to the ground, and said, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." That's faith. Not faith that denies pain, but faith that survives pain. As days turned into weeks, Job's suffering grew worse. Pain covered his body. His friends came, but instead of comforting him, they judged him. Have you ever had people misunderstand your pain? People who see your struggle but not your story? That was Job's reality. He sat in ashes, scraping his wounds, surrounded by confusion. Even his wife, the one person he expected to understand, said, "Curse God and die." But Job refused. He answered, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" He didn't understand what God was doing, but he trusted who God was. Sometimes, the hardest part of faith isn't the pain. It's the silence. Job cried out. He begged for answers, but heaven was quiet. And that silence, that long, heavy silence, can make you wonder if God still sees you. Maybe that's where you are right now. You've prayed. You've cried. You've waited. And nothing seems to change. Beloved, remember? God's silence is not his absence. Even when you can't hear him, he's still speaking through the waiting, through the stillness, through the tears you cry when no one else sees. After Job's long season of testing, God finally spoke. He didn't explain why everything happened, but he reminded Job who he is, the creator of all things, the one who set the stars in place. And that reminder changed everything. Job's faith was renewed. He realized that even when he didn't understand the plan, God was still in control. And then, restoration came. God blessed the latter part of Job's life more than the beginning. He received double for his trouble, because Job stayed faithful when life made no sense. Maybe your job season looks different. Maybe it's losing a job, a relationship, your peace, or your health. Maybe you feel like you're doing everything right, and still, everything is falling apart. But just like Job, your story isn't over. God hasn't forgotten you. He's just not done with you yet. Sometimes, God allows our hearts to break, so he can rebuild them stronger. He allows loss to prepare us for greater purpose. Hold on, beloved. Don't let your current pain make you doubt a faithful God. The same God who restored Job will restore you too, in his perfect time.